Next up, at UFC Rio, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have former world champion Deiveson Figueiredo taking on Montel Jackson. Deiveson Figueiredo, 24-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 on an unfortunate 2-fight skid. Taking on Montel Jackson, 15-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5 on a 6-fight win streak. And these odds seem a little bit wide if you're only looking at resumes. Deiveson Figueiredo, the former flyweight champion of the world. He moved up to bantamweight, and he had some success at bantamweight. We've seen some cardio improvements, a higher focus on the wrestling. In fact, he has 11 takedowns in his last 5 fights, which is more than the 7 fights before that combined. He's a well-rounded guy. He's dangerous everywhere. He's got power in his hands, well-timed takedowns. He is a BJJ black belt. There's some dog in him. We've seen him get finished, but he can get into a dogfight. He is coming off that loss to Corey Sandhagen. It was technically an injury loss, but things didn't really seem to be going great for him. Taking on Montel Jackson. This guy's made a name for himself with power and speed. Quick is literally in the nickname. He's got a full resume of knockouts. He also has some decisions and submissions, so you know he can do everything. He was at the Olympic training facility for wrestling for a while. He had aspirations to compete at that level. So it's a guy that has very good wrestling, insanely powerful hands, very fast. Takedown accuracy is 62%. He averages more than 3 takedowns per fight. And that's why he's the favorite here, right? He should be younger. He should be faster. He's got very good wrestling. He's got powerful hands. And I fully recognize all of that. I'm going to pick Montel Jackson to win because I do think he's a little faster. I think he's a little cleaner. Deiveson Figueiredo in this fight is not the guy who beat Cody Garbrandt. He's not the guy who beat Cheetah. A little older, a little slower, coming off that injury. Montel Jackson's going to be the pick, but I do have a plus 3.5 bet on Deiveson. I think he's still a good dog here. Experience matters. If he can slow the pace, use some of the veteran savvy, he can steal around. Jacob, what do you think?
You got this guy, Montel Jackson, who was fighting 1 time a year. He beats a decision versus JP Buys, a decision versus Julio Arce, knocks out Ronnie Yaya. Little flash knockout against Damon Blackshear. And then in his last fight, and listen to me fucking real good here. In his last fight, you want to talk about all the wrestling credentials? This guy was taken down, out-wrestled, and out-grappled with over almost 6 minutes of control time by Daniel Marcos. And now he's a fucking minus 300 favorite versus Figgy? What the fuck is going on? This guy was taken down like he's never wrestled a day in his life. Just a little dump single and controlled by Daniel fucking Marcos, the Peruvian fucking kickboxer. And now we got Figgy coming in, who was taking down Piotr Jan, who was taking down Corey Sandhagen, who's taken down fucking Brandon Moreno, who's taken down all these, the former fucking champion, and people are wanting to talk about like he's like lost a step or whatever. He was doing okay in that Corey Sandhagen fight. He was forcing the wrestling a little bit. Corey just fought for a fucking belt and he blew out his fucking knee. It is what it is. And now there's like these rumors, there's like this fucking picture circulating from like a year ago about, oh, Figgy's overweight. Go look at his Instagram. The guy's still fucking shredded. He's still fucking Figgy. And if he wants to wrestle this guy, it seems like he can just out-wrestle this guy. And Figgy, at this later stage of his career, has really kind of tried to go all in a little bit more into the wrestling. You saw that with the Garbrandt fight. You saw that with the Cheeto. He's getting takedowns versus Piotr Jan. He's getting takedowns versus Corey Sandhagen. If you're getting taken down and controlled for 6 minutes against Daniel fucking Marcos, I'm not betting you at minus 300 versus a former champion, a great grappler in Figgy. Am I playing Figgy? No, because it is Figgy, and Montel's supposed to have the wrestling, and he is going to be the better striker. But you give me Figgy at plus 1,200 submission bet? Yeah, I'm going to fucking play that. That's how I played it, because I think he's going to get a takedown or two. And if he gets a takedown, Montel's going to find himself in some issues, especially early in this fight. Figgy in fucking Rio, the former champion, you just got fucking basically mauled by Daniel Marcos. Yeah, I'll take a flyer sub bet on Figgy. And before everyone's like, dude, Montel Jackson's never been submitted, bro. Montel Jackson's never been submitted, bro. Nobody has been submitted until they get fucking submitted. I'll take plus 1,200 for Figgy to submit this guy all fucking day. There's going to be an opportunity. Whether he wins it, I don't know. That plus 3.5 isn't a bad bet at all, in my opinion. I'm taking him to win the fight. It is what it is.
Yeah, I did the plus 3.5, a little bit of a chicken. I think when they did my mastectomy, they took a little too much out, if you get the drift. I think
Montel is the truth. Taken down and controlled,
dude, the
for
first
6
three
minutes
names,
by fucking Daniel Marcos.
The first 3 names Jacob rattled off in those wins, all 3 of them have been cut. None of them are employed by the UFC. None of them are employed by the UFC
fucking
anymore.
grab the single and just went like this. This guy's an Olympic, and Montel just straight to his back pull guard. What?
No, listen, I that's why I did the plus 3.5. Montel Jackson should be faster, should be young. Like, he should be able to win this fight. I have picked him to win, but the plus 3.5, I was like, listen, it is still plus money. Figgy's still Figgy. He's a little undersized here, but he's still a former world champion. He's still a guy that could potentially have some success. We just need him to win one round. I don't think Montel's going to knock him out. And if he doesn't knock him out, we end up in a decision. Like you said, he decisioned JP Bays. That guy was cut because he couldn't find a win. He decisioned.
And that's like the chiniest dude in the fucking world.
Who was the second dude he decisioned?
Julio Arce?
No longer in the UFC. What was the third?
He knocked out Ronnie Yaya.
If he's not cut, he should be. Like, these are not great wins. They're not. The Damon Blackshear win's a good win, and then we just watched him shit the bet against Davey Grant in his last fight. So I am picking Montel Jackson.
Losses are, I mean, he lost to Ricky Simone, he got out wrestled. He lost to Brett Johns, he got out wrestled. When he loses, he gets out wrestled. He almost lost against fucking Daniel Marcos because he got out wrestled.
Yeah, listen, I think Montel wins this fight, so I picked him to win. But the bet, plus 3.5, if you don't know what that is, let me explain it very, very quickly. You're betting the spread. If you think about other sports, football, for example, you can bet the spread in football. Your team could lose the game, but they lost by close enough points that you still hit your bet. That's exactly what this is. Yes, you.
You know what this feels like? Remember when Jonathan Martinez went to Rio? And everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's going to beat Aldo. Like, he's just the fucking... He's going to beat... And everyone thought he was going to outstrike fucking Jose Aldo in fucking Rio or whatever, Sao Paulo, whatever that card was.
That was Rio.
And he went in there and fucking just shit his pants. Yeah, it feels like this is the same situation. Like, Montel, it's like, oh, he's an Olympic wrestler, fucking all this stuff against a former champion and fucking Figgy in Rio as the big favorite. And people just assume that he fucking just going to dominate that. It's like, ugh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm on his side because all the intangibles, younger, faster, but betting the spread, I think Figgy can close the distance and close out that math. He needs to win one round on all 3 judges' scorecards. So if he loses the 29-28, we get paid. If he wins the fight outright, we get paid. If he loses a split, we get paid. And this is in Brazil. Maybe he gets a homer decision there, or maybe he gets a closer card than he should.
PFL judges.
And we get paid. Dude, I saw people showing like the spreadsheet that was the scorecard. It's like, yikes.
They like redid the scorecard, like, because they had all the math wrong. And then there was Keith Peterson was a judge on one of the fights too. And he had like a random 10-8 on a round that like definitely was not like a 10-8 or something. It was fucking, I saw a few of the score. I didn't watch any of the fights, but from whatever I was talking, it was fucking insane, the scoring.
I saw the same thing. I didn't watch any of the fights, but I saw on Twitter, people were like, what the fuck was that? So I get it. Maybe we get a little luck there, and that plus 3.5 will cash. If you want to check out every other bet, I just gave you that one for free. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month.